Hopefully, guys, no Martians invade and we don't make somebody do hella work in After Effects to create this crazy thing of spaceships coming in and knocking specifically this thing over and turning this upside down and making a month's worth of work for this public access TV show that we call The Take.
Someone would be real pissed doing that, huh?
Yeah, someone's gonna be real mad having to edit this bit. Hey everyone, welcome back to the set of The Take. I'm your host, Matt McCormick, here on the couch with these assholes. I've got Horatiu Zglimbea and Aidan something Nazi last name.
What is Nazi last name?
Something Nazi last name. We're here to review the 1996 Tim Burton classic, Mars Attacks, everybody. Sticking with our nothing newer than 20-year initiative. So, boys, should we show them a clip of this fantastic film?
Or the intro, who knows?
Or the intro.
Whatever you want to do, I guess. The world is your oyster.
I always forget the format for the intro.
I don't care what you do. Just throw it to whatever you need to throw it to. Theme song!
Scream for me. That's right.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna get real weird with it. Welcome back to the Set of Take. As we said in the intro, we're reviewing Tim Burton's 1996, and I'd call it a classic.
Okay.
Mars Attacks. Here's the plot synopsis from IMDB. Earth is invaded by Martians with unbeatable weapons and a cruel sense of humor. Here's a clip.
Mr. President, I need you to sign this.
What is it? My last will and testament?
It is in order to deploy our nuclear capabilities, sir.
Three, two, one, fire.
Welcome back from that fantastic clip filled with action and romance and drama and everything. I'm pretty sure that's why it won Best Picture in my heart. All right, boys, so this came out in 96. Now, what year were you born, Aidan?
97.
97, so this predates you. I know Horatiu and I were around for this time.
We were.
This has a certain vibe to it that you do not see with a lot of new school science fiction movies.
That's true.
This was kind of the turning point in that time. Because what'd you have, Independence Day?
I think so.
You had your Star Wars re-releases coming up on the horizon.
Aliens and the Alien franchise and the Predator franchise.
Yeah, those are pretty dead and gone at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like this movie's just like throwbacks to old like 1950s B-movie sci-fi.
Which is exactly what it was supposed to be until Independence Day got announced and this thing got rushed.
Wow.
Hard.
I see.
Yes. When I went to put the show together, there's over 90 people listed on the cast and crew of this movie with just the cameos, and that was going to be over 150. Oof. And the locations were going to be more intense. There's going to be more worldwide destruction. However,
rather than the stock footage of just like stuff blowing up around the world.
Yes.
Yes.
And rather than the Kansas City farm trailer park.
Well, I think that was always going to happen. That's a pretty integral part of
That's
the
pretty
script.
easy to get as a set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Integral.
I mean, it takes like half the movie.
Unfortunately.
All right, boys, but what'd you think of the movie in, I'm going to say 15 seconds?
Oh, breaking from the mold.
Horacio, go!
I thought the movie, watching it again as an adult, I was really unimpressed. I know when I was a kid, I watched it multiple times and loved the movie, but it didn't translate into adulthood, and I was really upset that I ended up not really
I'm gonna
loving
have to set you up there because you went over your time, and I'm not gonna yell because I'm sick of yelling at you about this. Be better.
Okay.
Be a better person.
Thanks, Dad.
Aiden, go.
First time watching the movie, I can understand what it's trying to do, but I was on board at the beginning. It just went on and on and on. It just lost me.
At a record 7 seconds. At a record 7 seconds. Horacio, you could learn something from my boy here. That's why he's my boy and you're not.
Usually it's better to last longer.
You brought up something I'd like to talk about, is
Sure.
that you watched this a lot as a kid.
I did.
And you watched this for the first time. Now, there is a distinct difference. There's a couple of age differences here on the set.
Yes, 30, 30, and 22.
22, he's a little baby. But we were 8 when this came out.
Yes, we were.
And I'm sure that you and I both saw this multiple times in the theater.
Did not see it in theaters once.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it multiple times on the couch at my house on VHS, but yeah, never saw it in theaters, but saw it multiple times elsewhere.
I saw it many a time in the theater.
Yeah.
Mainly because I wasn't allowed to go see Independence Day.
Ah.
This was okay.
Well, this is basically like Independence Day for kids.
Yes, this is very campy.
Very campy.
Camp, over the top, to the extreme. Fun fact about this movie is that it was supposed to be even campier.
Really?
There were supposed to be even more cameos. This was supposed to be a love letter to 50s sci-fi from Tim Burton, who's probably the only real director qualified to do that, I'd say right now.
When I was a kid, I didn't know it was a Tim Burton movie. I just thought it was a weird, fun movie, but then learning that it was a Tim Burton movie, now I was like, oh yeah, totally makes sense. Like, it doesn't have the same Tim Burton feel. I mean, Johnny Depp's not in there plugging Helena Bonham Carter or
That's
anything
why
like
I love
that.
this so much, is there's no Johnny Depp. It's not all super gothy. It's definitely weird, but it's not Burton, but I feel like it's Burton. It's peak Burton.
Maybe.
How come we can't reboot this? How come we can't get sequels to this?
Do you want a sequel to this?
I kind of do. I kind of want to see these guys running around. If we're gonna like go sequel franchise full in, let's get weird with it. Let's go with something truly weird and
Terrible.
there's definitely tonal differences here.
Yes.
Between what you would expect out of an alien invasion movie now and what this is. Look at Independence Day, which I would say is probably the closest thing you can compare, since this got rushed into production because of Independence Day.
Okay.
And what that whole big juggernaut was. You don't remember the Independence Day
Fever.
theater run and campaign, but dude, it was everywhere. Look at the introduction to the aliens from Independence Day versus the introduction from the aliens of Mars Attacks.
Okay.
They build it up. There's the signal with the helicopter, the lights flash, and the really dramatic music. And with this, they come out with a carpet that rolls out like a tongue. And it's really funny and bright colors and everything.
You got
and
a
in
full
Independence
audience
Day,
just like welcoming them.
yeah, in Independence Day, it's just explosions and terror, and then they start blowing up the city. I think when you get a cast like Pierce Brosnan, Tom Jones, Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito in it for literally a second.
He's great in it.
He's not great in
It's
it.
so good.
I disagree.
You're getting Pierce Brosnan in his prime. You're getting Michael J. Fox in his prime. You got Sarah Jessica Parker in her prime. You got young Natalie Portman. You got Jack Black. There's so many people in this movie, and that list was only going to be more.
But to me, the entire cast is just like, we have so many people here, but they don't know what to do with them.
There's literally nothing that they do with them.
You want deep character development and you want all these things. It's a movie where the aliens put Pierce Brosnan's head on a dog.
No,
Like it's
opposite. Sarah Jessica Parker's
same
head
thing.
on
Oh
a
yeah.
dog.
and
Did
they
you
keep her-
watch the movie?
Yeah. It's based off a trading card series.
Yeah, that's
a
interesting.
fun little thing. Like you should hate this. at
So
its
you're
core.
saying that Mars Attacks is the reason we have 17 Transformers movies?
No,
Mars
that was
Attacks is
no.
the reason that
no, because if it were, then we would have 17 Mars Attacks. We have one Mars Attacks.
Okay, well
We
it
have
sounds
the
like
one.
this was the first movie based on a board game or toys. And
No,
here we
it was
are.
not the first. There have been
Garbage
many
Pail
more.
Kids.
This is '96. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers was out long before this.
Oh, that's right.
This was the perfect time for this movie to come out because it got to showcase the kind of CGI melding of practical effects and CGI in a way that worked and in a way that was new for a movie in the 90s. And with that, we're gonna cut to a commercial. We'll be right back.
Ack.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Welcome back to The Take. We're here talking about Tim Burton's 1996 Mars Attacks. CGI is not bad.
I mean, yeah, for a '96 movie, it's not bad. It's good that they were able to make it. That it was supposed to be campy, and they were able to make something that wasn't supposed to be a human. You know, you compare this to like The Mummy Returns, which came out like 10 years after it, I believe, and you have half Scorpion the Rock.
We can also compare it to Jurassic Park, which had fantastic CGI and also melded like live action, like animatronics together to actually make it look more realistic.
Yes.
But those are things where you're trying to make things look realistic. In this, I feel like it goes along with the Tim Burton style of thing looking a little more cartoony.
Yeah, and it did really hide the fact that the CGI was generally mediocre. Like, it did kind of mask that.
I mean, it holds up.
It doesn't hold up.
Holds up pretty well.
I feel like they threw like 2 interns on After Effects to make this movie.
Here's the same
where-
basic model for every alien, now just
Yeah,
like animate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a quick little edit break here. I'm gonna figure out who did VFX Mars Attacks.
And if it's Wepa Digital, I'm gonna blow my brains out live on set.
It's done by Industrial Light and Magic,
Oh,
the same team that did Jurassic Park.
Probably
So,
they're like
this is
Z-team.
on purpose. You have the best CGI people at the time making it like this on purpose.
And that's fair. I'll give it to you. Like, the CGI is passable, and I guess I just wish, and I know it's on purpose and supposed to be campy, I just, am now spoiled 2019 30-year-old guy who likes seeing CGI that's like good and realistic.
But even with a Tim Burton movie, are you expecting realism?
I guess not. You're
Because
right.
a lot of people, like, that's kind of one of the draws to it. And I feel like this definitely does play into that style. I feel like the gags work even better with it.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a blink and you'll miss a lot of them gags, and I'll give you that, but I don't remember cracking a smile or laughing once when I watched it. This time.
I gotta agree with him. Yeah. Like, I didn't, like, it was just like me sitting there. I was just like, it wasn't really much of anything.
Sorry, Matt.
Heartbroken. Hold on, I gotta recover here.
Okay. The story was terrible, Matt. The story was all over the place.
It's based off trading cards, and they just invade. What story is there?
Exactly. What story is there? When you make a film, when you make a movie, it's your job as a screenwriter, as the director, to develop a story that makes cohesive sense and captures the audience. This does not do that.
It totally does. If we're going by the IMDB plot synopsis, if you were to give the elevator pitch of this movie, it totally follows through.
This entire film could have just been the president and the one Kansas farm boy, and it'd be totally fine. But there's like 50 other plots that just like pop up randomly throughout the film that it does not
For the gags,
mesh.
but they don't have to mesh. Why does a movie about Martians who are going around with ray guns that turn you into skeletons that can only go have to have a story that meshes. I feel like this is one of the examples of something where we don't need to look at it so critically and we can just shut our brains off.
But that's half of the cinema of today, and you hate the cinema of today.
Because the cinema of today guises itself as something important and guises itself as these big event tentpole things. And this is legit just mindless. Here's some Martians, have fun. So this only had a $70 million budget. This was not a top priority for anybody at Warner Brothers.
But $70 million in '96, I bet you, if we go inflation,
100 maybe.
I don't
Still
know.
100, but not as much as was getting pumped into other things.
They made Deadpool off of like 50 million.
Deadpool is dick jokes and gunfire. That's very different.
Is it though?
It is different.
Both are very campy.
Both are very campy, but
Both have
both
a
are
lot of
also playing to
CGI.
audiences that are 20 years apart.
I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I will probably never watch Mars Attacks again.
Seeing that you guys enjoyed it as a kid, it's just not one of those films that really like gets better with age.
And haven't you had that happen? Haven't you had that happen a million times where you
What?
try to revisit something from your youth where you were like, damn, that was such a good show, game, book, blah, blah, whatever, and you get back to it and it's terrible now. It's awful, it's garbage.
No,
Like, for
because I feel
example-
like we lucked out growing up to where a lot of things were good.
Okay.
So like,
Go back and watch Beast Wars.
I never watched Beast Wars.
Okay, well, it's garbage.
But how much does nostalgia play into this?
Nostalgia, I think, for me, plays a big role in this and why I'm not giving it the score that I would normally give it if I just watched it now. It holds up just because it reminds me of my youth. It just sucks that it isn't better.
I was really hoping we were gonna come on here and we were all gonna have a good time. And
I'm having a great time.
you guys are really, really killing my buzz.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna do a commercial. When we come back, we're gonna have some fun. We got a fun challenge this week, boys. So here's a PSA from the government, and if you're watching on YouTube, here's a jump cut. Welcome back to The Take. So, boys, we're coming down to the end of the show. As is customary, what are you gonna give it out of how many whatevers?
I'm going, based on nostalgia alone and my feelings towards it, I'm going to give it 2 out of 5 Sarah Jessica Parker's Sewed Onto a Dog. Because I liked it when I was a kid and probably would have given it a 4 out of 5, but time has not been kind to me or Mars Attacks.
Yeah, and I'm going to give this 2 characters played by Jack Nicholson in this movie.
I'm gonna give this 5 out of 5 alien hookers because it's a fun time, and I think that if you just want to shut your brain off and watch a fun movie, this is right up there. I feel like this should be top tier.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Just to
Man.
offset your guys' bitterness. Are we ready for the challenge? Are we prepared for the challenge?
I am. What is
Okay.
the challenge? Are you going to rob us again? Are you just going to pick the movie? Are we going to make fun of Dan again? Like, what are we doing here?
Challenge is very simple.
Oh, he's pulling something from his bag.
It's a very simple challenge. Nothing violent here is needed. I mean, not yet, at least. So your challenge right now, guys, is to make a bag of popcorn.
Make a bag of popcorn.
Make a bag of popcorn.
Okay.
You have
Should inspect
6
these beforehand.
minutes.
But we only have one microwave.
You better get going. You better go. You better go. You better go. You better go, boy. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go, huh? Huh? Oh, you found this one, huh? Huh? Better go find a different one, Aidan. Better go. Better go find a different one.
Don't do that. You're gonna break it.
Hurry up. This one's been claimed. You better go find a different one. Go, go.
So what happens after the popcorn?
You gotta eat as much of it as you can.
Why didn't you already have it made?
VIP.
I think it's getting bigger. I heard it.
Can you just burn yours, like, and like? Could you put it at like a higher intensity? Is that possible?
Does it have to be fully popped? I mean, it'll finish momentarily, I'm sure, but
Yes. Has to be fully popped.
okay. Hopefully Aidan knows because he's nowhere near.
Oh man. Better hurry back, boy. Better hurry back. Get that to the set. Get that to the set.
Oh, you gotta shut that door.
Come on, come on, come on. Eat as much of it as you can. It's hot. You gotta eat as much of it as you can. As much as we can. "55 seconds.
You have to eat it all.
You got 50 seconds to eat as much of it as you can.
Wait, I want to see how much you have left.
No! No! No!
That counts. 40 seconds. 40 seconds.
No! Stop it!
That counts. That counts. You better hurry up. 30 seconds. I want to see some empty bags, boys. Aidan, you're losing in the game right now. Horaciu's consistently crushing. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Aidan, that bag better be gone. Come on, boy. 10 seconds.
No! Do not pour it anywhere else!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time! All right, boys. Let me see your bags. Give me your bags.
I want that.
Give me your bags.
You mother... Look what you've done! Look at it! You're gonna pick this all up with your mouth. No!
It looks... It actually appears, unfortunately, that Aidan won the challenge, even after I gave you a little bit of an assist there.
No, you took the wrong one.
No, this is
Look
butter.
at Aidan's! It's everywhere!
This is butter.
That doesn't...
This is kettle corn.
It's everywhere!
That counts.
Mine went in my gut stomach!
Counts.
This is... I'm gonna wash my hands.
So, Aidan, what are we watching next time?
Have you done any Hitchcock yet?
I don't think so.
No? Let's do Rear Window.
Remember that.
Yeah?
Remember that. Let's do it.
I'm not cleaning any of this. I hope you guys know that.
You made a little bit of a mess.
I'm not cleaning any of this.
Okay.
Stop! Matt, I will kill you!
All right, boys. You know what time it is?
Wait, what are we watching?
Oh, we're
Rear
watching
Window.
Rear Window. You weren't here for that discussion.
You're out there.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna suggest anyway. I was gonna take over and tell you that's what we're
We
watching.
have the same exact idea.
Aw, that cute. It's almost like we have it predetermined or something like that. You know what I want to hear, boys?
I'm not doing it.
Do song.
No!
Mailfern. 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 We have so many Mailferns.
Why are you doing this? I'm going first. I hope you don't recover from it. Keep choking. Yes. My Mailfern. From Future Noah, the classic enemy dies by something ridiculous can be seen in Mars Attacks. What are some other films that have used this trope? Oh boy, this is a bad question for me because I don't remember cinema very well.
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. Would you stop?
I already got to clean it up, so.
Help me out here. What other movies have used the classic enemy dies by something ridiculous?
There was The Patriot when he gets shot or he gets stabbed with the flag. He got shot.
There's Signs, that's right, another alien movie where they pour water on him. Thank you, current Noah. Probably a lot of M. Night Shyamalan's movies, but I can't think of any, so I'm just gonna...
Oh, look at me, I'm an alien. In the movie, Jack Nicholson plays 2 different characters, the president and the Galaxy Casino owner. Do you believe this was done well? What actor in Hollywood do you believe can play 2 or more characters in a single movie the best?
Who's that from?
That's from Tyler Perry. And I'm gonna really offend Tyler Perry when I say Robert Downey Jr. because he did that blackface really well.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
And it's culturally cool for him to do it, but not anybody else, and that takes cojones, and I feel like he's a really good actor, and I feel like if he were to play Robert Downey Jr. and somebody else in the same movie, he could do that too. Don't!
Okay, that's a lie. If aliens came to Earth, do you believe they would come in peace? Or would they come to vaporize all of our leaders and steal our precious Blu-ray DVD collection? From John Connor. It kind of depends on what planet they're from. If they have like DVD technology, then they might want us to steal our Blu-rays, but like, they're kind of nice. They probably don't know about the film industry.
I'm worried about our laser discs.
Laser discs. Or floppy discs. Discs.
Floppy discs.
I literally hate this show. When the Martians heard the song Indian Love Call by Slim Whitman...
Is that actually what it is?
I guess so. And apparently somebody did some research. It made their heads explode. What are some other killer music that could be used as a secret weapon against an alien invasion? From the Martians. Oh my God, they're doing their homework. Well, that, like anything really George Michael's, you know?
Anything by that bird lady, Cardi B?
Train.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, basically mumble rap, anything that the youth of today really likes to listen to.
21 Savage.
Yeah, 21 Savage.
Tentacion.
Yeah,
Tentacles.
any of the guys and gals that have tattoos on their face and bright colored hair and fake teeth.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Child predators.
Child-
Predators.
A lot of them.
Oh,
Wait, is that a band or are we just talking about child predators?
Child predators.
Okay.
Yeah, kid touchers. People that
well, basically any music of today.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up this episode of The Take. As always, you can find us on all the social media platforms as ever. We are the only channel on YouTube, so I would really like to thank you all for your support. We did do a lot of work building this website, so we're glad you're here. You can find Horatiu on Grindr.
No,
you can
don't
find
use that. You've used that 17 times.
Aidan?
Horatiu's not on Grindr. Horatiu is exactly where he always is.
on Grindr. You can also find Aidan out here on christianmingle.com. You can find me on the internet at Twitter and Instagram. I also built those websites myself, so I'm really thankful for all your support.
He's a big
Hashtag
contributor
blessed.
to Meat Spin as well.
Don't forget to also check out our new project, goatsy.xe. Follow us on Gmail. Follow us on all the social media things, like I said. And we'll see you next time when we review some other movies from long, long ago. And we're going to find a new way to tear up this set, boys. So until then, I'm Matt McCormick. This has been 2020.
Oh, God! You motherfucker! You always do stuff to this goddamn set! Clean it up! Clean it up! I'm tired of it! Clean it up!